Good evening. Today is Saturday, December 12th. How many days before Christmas?
You looked it up, but you forgot.
Like 12 days more?
Yeah,
Kind.
it was 12 days.
Just
Yeah.
12 days and the Christmas coming. And if you remember, I told you last my episode, I meet my love through Facebook dating site. And today I want to introduce my choice, who is I meet and through Facebook, and we're already together. That's God is good, and his name James. And we want to tell you tonight story how we meet each other through Facebook. Remember I told you I meet this few guys and don't go well. I'm a little bit upset and I'm disappointed, and I'm thinking, no, I won't give up. God, if you don't have nobody, it's okay. Probably after Christmas I'm get out from all dating side and I don't want anymore. I'm stand and I'm pray and tell God, if you don't have your son for me, it's okay. I can be alone like I'm always do. I'll still be loving my life. I'm still be finish raise my son and go through. And that day, James meet me on Facebook and he texts me. What do you text me?
He said, hello.
Hello.
You're a beautiful woman. I love your Christianity.
Yeah.
Say hi if you're interested.
And you say you're real?
And I said, I'm real.
And I say, what?
He said,
Do you real?
am I real? Yeah. We were both very fed up with the scams that were going on.
Right. And I think as I explained you, I say, it's a lot of scams on that, and it's so hard to believe. And you say, I'm real. I say, this is my phone now. Oh, you tell us,
Well, we started talking, and you were saying a lot of positive things, very close to intimate things, and it was like, all right, this is too good to be true. So
she's probably scam.
Yeah, she's probably scam. So I played her along a little ways, and she kept talking about her Christianity. And I said, boy, she's really bringing that on heavy. Maybe she's not a scam. I says, let's FaceTime. And she goes, yeah, let's FaceTime. She said, boom, there's my number. But I had already clicked off her and started watching. I was watching football. It was a Friday night. I was watching football, and I fell asleep. So I didn't see her message till the next morning. So I said, okay, this may be real.
Then he's done call me evening, Friday, and I sent pictures like I told you. I sent pictures to Moscow, my niece, his pictures, that she can check it out if he's scam or not.
That's a crazy story. I didn't know this.
Yeah?
I didn't know.
And she's check him, and she's morning time when I get up, she's already sent me a message. I don't found him anywhere. He's probably real. You can try. And I say she's don't know because we have different time. When I text her, it's night time. When she texts me, I'm sleeping. It's 9 hours different with Moscow. And I text her, he don't call me. And it's okay. And that Saturday, there's actually Saturday, 1 week ago. And Saturday, no, 1 week ago?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. And I have to go work on evening time because my schedule changed and I don't have no choice. When we go to work with the guys, with my workers, he's called me, right?
Uh-huh.
And we start talking. I say, I'm working right now. Let's FaceTime at 9 o'clock when I come back to work, and you have a break and your work.
Yep.
He's called me on his break time. He's working on that time. And when I come back home, and I waiting for his call, he's called me 9 o'clock, or I call you.
No, I called you.
You call me, yeah. And we start talk.
Yeah.
You know how long we talk here? 3 hours. First time, through all dating, I meet a lot of men on the phone and Skype and scam a lot. And not good, I don't meet no one. It's first time I talk to with him and FaceTime. First one. All they try escaping, I don't know that new technology, or I don't know how they doing, how you have Facebook, I have Samsung and you have Apple, they don't go through, I don't have FaceTime, and just making a lot of excuses, and he start talking to me on FaceTime and we start talking.
It was beautiful. It just, everything was going very smooth. We were opening up to each other. It was like instantly knowing that at this age it's so difficult to find love.
Yeah, after
True
we
love.
go through, right?
True love. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on with our age bracket. A lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of sex, a lot of people having a good time, but not through the Lord. And I was in that too. And I was making bad decisions with that. But while I was talking to her, I'm thinking this is way too soon. But it's way too real. Am I falling again? This lady's beautiful. She's smart. Why is she talking to me? I'm not with it, And we kept talking, and I got braver and braver.
And I told my story, he's telling his story, and I start asking him more deep and deep conversation. Remember, like I tell him my story, he's telling 3 hours we're talking, different kind of stuff. I tell about Russia, I tell about my parents, like something like that, about my family, about kids, about marriages, how much we have marriages, what marriages go through, and he's telling me his story. And he's married 38 years with one woman, and he's telling me very truth, I feel he's telling me the truth, because you can't tell a person when you go to a real, like FaceTime and that stuff, and he's not lying, he's telling the truth, because lying people don't tell that. No one tell the truth like this. He's telling me truth. And we start talking about health. And he's right away telling me truth. What do you tell me, baby?
Well, I started out with that I had a brain aneurysm in 2001. And I had a 14-hour brain surgery done in the back of my head. And through that surgery and stuff, I've lost some memory. It's usually short-term memory, but I lost memory, and we got talking about that, and then all of a sudden she says, I had brain aneurysm too. And I was not too long ago.
Yeah, and I say, oh my God, he will see, he's know my pain, I know his pain, what he's go through, but his brain aneurysm explode. You remember I start my YouTube show from Secrets of Life of Mama Ro about open brain surgery. It's my first episode. And when he told me he's had brain aneurysm, I just listening. And I'm listening. And I'm listening. And I'm thinking, what a heck it is. He's had brain aneurysm. And I asked him, you had open brain surgery? He said, yes. And I don't tell him I had brain aneurysm. He's continue talking.
Neither one of us should be talking about it.
Right. And you tell me, and I tell you I had brain aneurysm too.
Yeah.
And we just kind of start already serious talking about stuff like health, like life, like experience. All 3 hours we come in to some point we need to see each other. He's go through 2 cancers. When he's telling me he's go through 2 cancers.
2 cancer survivor. Yeah.
2-time cancer survivor. After brain aneurysm,
Yeah, I had lymphoma cancer. When I went in, it was stage 4. I went from 185 pounds to 97 pounds in about 6 weeks. And I had gotten to the point where I was laying in bed and couldn't even get out of bed. And I started praying to God, saying, okay, this is my time. I'm ready to go. I'm downstairs in my basement. That's where our basement was at the time. I'm looking at dirty floor joists above my head. Just a simple bed, blankets and sheet. Nothing pretty. And I'm thinking, why do I gotta die like this? You know, I don't want to die like this. This is alone. And so I praying to God, said, okay, I give up, I'm yours. And shortly after that, I got up, I wasn't feeling good. I haven't eaten in days. And I started throwing up. And it was pretty scary because I hadn't eaten anything, so I'm thinking, alright, what's going on? And all of a sudden this big old glob come out of me. And I spit it into the trash can. And looking at it, it looked like a placenta. It was probably an ostrich egg size or something.
wow.
It was pretty big. And I remember I got caught in my throat on the way up. And all of a sudden I could breathe again. And I got hungry. So I went and ate. The next day I went to the doctors and they asked me, alright, what have you been doing? Dying, to be exact. I thought I was gone yesterday. And he said, well, your tumor in your stomach's gone. It's not there anymore. And we're going to do a blood transfusion, try to fix your white blood cell counts because of the chemo. And I started that, and I started recovering really quickly. And the whole time this is going on, all my thoughts with my grandson. I wasn't done spending time with my grandson. I just got done riding around on a yard tractor with him a couple days before I found out I had cancer, and really started feeling like, alright, I'm a father, this is what fatherhood's about, and till this day, that's where my strength comes in my spirituality, is to be the best father I could be, like God the Father. And every time I come up with a situation that's very hard to deal with, and there's been a bunch, we'll get into that another time, but my last one I wound up going to prison for, and it wasn't what they said I did, I didn't do, and I was really mad at God, I was mad at everybody, felt very alone, there was nobody left, I felt like committing suicide at that point, and my kids were gone because they were involved in it, I didn't know it at the time, but they weren't talking to me either, and it's like, wow. In a matter of seconds, everything was stripped from me. All my retirement, everything I worked for, all my tools to get me through retirement were gone in seconds. There's a whole other story.
But that story we'll probably tell later about what you do in your life, right?
Yeah.
But when we sit in the car, and James tell me about this everything.
Yeah, we opened up.
He's opened up because we come into closer each other and through that situation. But we decided at that time, remember when we were talking on FaceTime, we decided to see each other the next day. Because we want to talk more. We talk already 3 hours, not like everything is like put together, is too much information. We need time, right? And we decided we meet each other on the face and go from there what we have to do. Because this dating site is this game. We adult. He's 62, I'm 59. We don't have time to play games. We decided doing smart. We're talking about this. We're adult. I don't want to play game. I'm not teenager. I already long time in a dating site and I'm so tired. And he's telling me same way. I'm tired. It's a lot of scammers and I don't believe women anymore. And he's telling me truth.
I had real trust issues with women.
Yeah, and we decided, okay, let's we see each other tomorrow and Wednesday. I say, or and Sunday. And Sunday I'm working, and I say I'll be 5 o'clock. I'm making more faster my schedule. I'll be home like 4:35.
I was supposed to come see you.
And he's supposed to have to come in and see me. And what is and we say good night and we go to sleep. In morning he texts me, good morning, beautiful. And right away I'm so excited. I'm praying evening and I'm thinking about him and I have some kind of connection like I know him already. Because that brain aneurysm, I think that guy, you see, he is already hero. He's go through cancer twice and survive. I go through chemotherapy, I told you my story. I had a lot of surgeries and he's had brain aneurysm, open brain surgery. He's have brain aneurysm surgery, open brain aneurysm, so 14 hours. Tell me why. Why have so long brain aneurysm surgery?
Well, they had to go in, there was an AVM above my brain aneurysm, which is arterial something arteries, and they were all tangled up and stuff. That alone should have killed me at some point in my life. Well, when the brain aneurysm exploded, it started swelling up my head so fast that the AVM above it shut off the aneurysm and actually saved my life. So the two things in my head that should have killed me, one went off, the other one saved my life.
It's incredible.
Now, is that a miracle?
It's a miracle, yeah.
And so the question is why, Lord? Why you save me? You know, I'm ready to go. I was a bad person at that time. Wasn't close to the Lord. Living through the flesh. You know, the glorious.
Actually, it's a lot of people living same way. I have relatives living like that. My sister living like that.
Mm-hmm.
The fantasy world, people living in fantasy world. I already told you on my episodes, when people making that fantasy world, they out from God time machine, they stranded out of that world. They don't realize that. And lost the time and hope and disappointed and he's a lot of betraying. He's already his letter tell you that's his story, and I'm betraying myself too by church, by my family members, you know, and that's kind of making different pictures for us, for our age. We already have positive experience through health, through that lifestyle. But I have different and his have different. Total opposite world. We are both total opposite world. But we come in our mind, in our heart, with our open heart, to trust God, to faith, of hope, of future, of love. Right?
Definitely the heart.
As I always tell you about
this. If it doesn't
this.
come from the heart, it doesn't work.
No. Truth, love, just only work with when you trust God.
And it's real.
It's a real, yeah, real world. But fantasy is not work right there. Scam, play gamers, this is never worth it. People damage each other for nothing.
Loving someone that's very dear to you is so simple.
Right.
Because if the other person is loving you as much as you're loving them, what else do you have to do?
Like example,
Yeah.
he's telling me what happens on Sunday. Before I'm in a church in South Haven, essential worker, I told you about this. And he's text me. What do you text me? I'm so sorry.
Oh, not be able to come up there? Yeah.
You tell me. Tell.
Yeah. I don't remember what you're talking about.
No, you tell, I can't come in, I'm so sorry, because I have to 7 o'clock come back, and time already
Oh, yeah.
too late.
Yeah.
He's have to drive, he's close to Ann Arbor, what is city?
Ypsilanti.
Ypsilanti. This is 2 hours drive. When he's be drive to be see me, this already be too late. He's have to back 2 hours. He's have to 7 o'clock be home because he's on.
I'm on a tether. We'll get to that story in a minute, but.
But what we
she
decided.
never blinked. She never blinked when I told her about it, because slightly before this happened, I told her about it because I knew our relationship was moving so fast and it was so good, so positive, that there was nothing else left to do but to tell her the truth.
Right.
Because without the truth, I knew it wouldn't work. It'd be gone. And I already wanted what I was hearing, what I was feeling. I already wanted it. So I said, okay, what do I do, God? And he said, tell her. So I told her. I just spit it out, just plain as day. You know, my last relationship went sour. I should have got out before I did. And we got into trouble, and I got accused of domestic, and went to prison. I was supposed to do 4 months. After fighting the case in jail, I was only supposed to do 4 months. I wound up doing 3 years in prison.
For nothing.
For nothing. But what I did is I stopped and looked at the fact, because you got so much time to think. I says, is there that many bad women in this world? Or am I just picking the bad ones? And so I started looking way back in my childhood, and it went way back when I used to look at my dad's Playboy magazines under the bed. You know? It's crazy how it comes out. That's where it was. And that's where my sexual addiction started. These women, back then, it looked like they were in pain. But if you read the stories, it's all pleasure. So it plays with your mind. So I'm thinking all these years, going through school and stuff, that women love sex, and that's gonna get you love. If you're good at sex, that's gonna get you love. And that is so untrue.
That actually, when I divorced with my first husband, I'm Christian, and church kicked me out. Remember I told you story. When I go to that world, but I don't know nothing about sexual active stuff. I told you already about this. And my friends teaching me, they teaching me exactly what you say. Mm-hmm. They always tell me about this. Oh, you don't have a man because you don't know. Man needs good sex. You don't know how it's making good sex for man. This is why you're alone. And that's very untruthful. This is all fantasy world, I can tell you.
Well, it's one of the things I was very attracted to you about, is that be able to recognize that makes you a real true human being. That you are really following God. That's the truth. You know, sex is beautiful. He gave it to us.
But when you not depend on this, you know, we have a lot of beautiful things around us, like food, beautiful food, design food, good cuisines, different kind of, or
Gas in the car.
clothes, fashion stuff, or like we have to find a beautiful balance with everything around us. That's how God built that earth. God gave it to this us, all colors of everything. Same as physical sex, God gave it to only be making babies, actually, for Adam and Eve. He will design that cartoons around pornos and that making from value from that design of everything, educational like programs about sexual stuff, with different absolutely fantasy world. With real love, it's beautiful. What is God given to
And
nature?
And so simple.
And so simple, yeah. You can be happy with everything, with food, with clothes, with everything around you.
Doing laundry, cleaning.
Whatever it is, wherever, working, enjoy the work. I'm a Cinderella, I'm cleaning service.
Driving and not parking the
He's
car.
right, he's a maintenance guys, right? Or fireman, or police officer. But we're doing with love any job to living right?
Yep. Do your part. Do your part.
And enjoy that what
and
you're
accept
doing.
the love.
That's a total different world. And he's text me, I'm in the church, almost done, and he's text me, I'm sorry, I have a problem. I can't go to back. I have a problem. And what do you?
Yeah, my PO wouldn't let me go.
Yeah.
My parole officer. And I felt like this big, it's like, here we got all this beautiful stuff going on, and I'm just going to lose it again. And that's just the way prison is. Everything you can gain a lot in prison. There's things you can do to better yourself, and I did a lot of them. But it's so easy to be shot right back down in a matter of seconds, because you get no respect. None. And that's the way I felt out there. Okay, here's another thing getting torn away from me. I says, God, why do you keep taking it away? I started getting closer to my daughter. There's things there that are troubling. And that went sour again. And it was just before I met you. And I was like, okay. And how can I trust women anymore? And when I met her, she was talking, and she didn't talk religion all the time, but about every third sentence there was a hint of religion. Spirituality, I would say, because religion or spirituality from the Bible. And I was like, okay.
I think she's real.
I think she's real.
And he's very upset. And I text him, I call you when I'm done and we figure out. When I'm done, we're done actually like 3:30, something like
still
that.
have time.
We still have time. And I call him and he's very upset and he said, I don't know. And I say, you don't need doing this too, because I don't want you losing that responsibility. I come into you.
Well, you got to remember too, I'm also living in a parolee house with 4 other prisoners. And a couple of them are pretty crazy. So I don't want her coming over there.
But I tell you, I'm coming to you. And
you did.
And I say, let's we have coffee together and just talk together and meet each other and face for a reality. And I'm driving after work 2 hours to that city, Ypsilanti.
Over 2 hour drive, 2.5 hours.
Yeah, because it's traffic and I first time go to right there, I worry about the direction. One time I go to wrong direction and come back, probably losing like half an hour. And I call him and we decided to meet each other in gas station. So I can follow him and we go to maybe, everything is closed. Yeah. It's COVID. No restaurants open, no nothing. We just can go to drive-through in McDonald's, buy something, coffee and sit in the car and talk, basically.
Take a hint, people.
Yeah,
really,
this is the inside, right?
If you're really serious, there's a way to meet.
Right, and we figure out, let's do this. We'll just go simple and we just meet each other and let's drink tea or coffee, whatever what we want to. And we go to unfollow him. He's take me in McDonald's. we order the coffee, and we go to sit in my car, and we only have 20 minutes left.
Because my timer's gonna
Because
go off.
time is have to be 7 o'clock. He's have to be go home. They control it by his GPS.
Yeah.
And I see it's already over 7 little bit. I say, you have to go. Your time up.
I wasn't watching the clock. I was watching her. She's too beautiful.
Yeah, he's trying to kiss me.
So that was fun. And she,
But-
oh, you gotta go. You gotta.
No, but you acting is so nice, and you acting like a normal human being, not with very patient and respect, very with big respect to me. And I just thinking about, oh, it's not enough time, 20 minutes to, I'm driving 2 hours. And I just like, I don't know how, I just thinking about, what if we parking close to your house, your GPS be okay? Except like you home. You say, yeah. I said, let's go sit in my car and close to your house in parking lot.
Yep.
And he said, good idea, follow me.
So we went there and talked another 3 hours.
Yeah, and then we sit in my car, and I have that roof window open. Nighttime is so beautiful and so quiet, and we talk and we talk and we talk 3 hours. We can't stop talk. We just like want to talk more and one more and one more, right?
And it was quite awesome. It was like, wow, this is really this real. And
It's like God talked to us through.
and I got
It's faith.
I got the strength to stare in her eyes, look deep into her eyes, and she gave it right back to me. And so I leaned over and gave her a kiss. And it was just a short peck.
Yeah, yeah, like that.
And it was like game on.
Right.
And at that point, it was like, why wait? It's COVID. It's dangerous to be dating.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everything is
lucky, you know,
real. Everything is real. And
It's all right there. It's all right there in her hands.
I never meet anybody with brace on the leg.
Oh yeah, the GPS.
And I call him, can you show me that? He's like right there. He'll show you right now. There you go. And you can see it.
Yeah,
It's right there. Yeah.
there it is.
And I asking him, can you show me what is this? He's telling me everything, why he's in the jail, what he's going through, and a very good story touched my heart. And I understand him because I know he's not lying to me. Because I know what is this betraying me. I know what is being pain. And I understand him and I accept him. And he's accept me too because I told my story. I have difficult life and he's have difficult life. I have difficult life with my man, my ex-husbands, 2 ex-husbands, in relationship. It's difficult life. All people is making around you damage and damage you. He is in a jail 3 years praying for love, and I'm praying for me. I told you already about this. I won't give up on a marriage, and I won't give up and find the man. That's through COVID I'm going to everything, and I won't find the man. I'm ready. And this moment he's want to do it, right?
Yeah. And
Say, 2 months.
Yep.
You on the Facebook,
Yep.
and I'm 2 months on Facebook and dating site. Not as real.
Not very long.
2 months. He's 2 months and I'm 2 months.
And we already knew we were sick of it. Sick of it.
And we go to scam after scam after scam after scam, and meet real people is not worth it, and that all the different bank of river, opposite sides we are. And we start this connect each other with that stories, and that I notice a lot of things. He's a good man and he's acting right and his mind is clear, and
It's love.
it's love. It's like God sparkles something with that moments and that night.
You can explain the intimate feelings that we're having. We're able to discuss them.
Yeah.
You know,
It's so deep and so beautiful and so
deep.
truthful, right?
Very, very deep. Yes. It's like, all right,
Very deep.
this is it. This is the commitment. This is the final commitment.
This is
It's
like
not
kind
just
of,
a commitment. It's a final commitment.
yeah, we kind of like feel with that way, both us. We just like feel like something is right going on.
Why wait?
And you don't expect that at that moment. I won't give up, and he's already singing, oh, she is a scam, and I singing, he is a scam. We don't believe it reality, because I am tired of it already.
I got a long way to go in my spirituality, and this lady is such an angel.
Yeah, oh,
Touching me. She's
yeah.
touching me. And I want to learn more. And, you know, don't blink. Gotta give you the blessing in a heartbeat. This is what I prayed for in all 3 years I was in prison. Is just give me one good woman, God. There's gotta be a woman. She said the same thing. There's gotta be a man.
Yeah, I told
Give me
God.
one good woman.
After that, we could have.
I tried the glorious, the rich ones, good looking, nice car, nice house. I tried that. I gave up my house for it. I gave up my family for it. You know, I tried all those things. I made those mistakes. That's what I'm responsible for. And that's why I changed my life while I was in prison. Instead of just sitting there saying, oh, poor me. You know?
And so interested he's, tell me he's listening Dr. Charles Stanley
In touch.
in touch. And I said, this is my pastor, favorite pastor, I love him. And we just like, really? And I know who is Dr. Charles Stanley, what he's talking about. We connected through him with that, what he's telling about God, about Bible story, about life. He's teaching very, like my father. And for me that's very deep to his go to through that story in his life and learning about God through that pastor. And I thinking, oh my goodness, it's just so beautiful how God put us together and we go through with everything. We go so easy with everything, like we know each other 100 years, like we together a long time.
But God put me through, well, God didn't put me through a lot of hell. God let me go through a lot of hell.
And me too.
Before we got to this point.
Yeah.
Because I was responsible for my mistakes. I was putting my pecker first and chasing sex
It's
and with the addiction, not even knowing it. It was something I learned as a child. And it comes out as an adult, especially when you're lonely or feel inferior. You know, my self-esteem was very low. So that's what I work on now. It's my self-esteem. And to get your self-esteem, you have to go by the 10 Commandments.
but it's your side, and in my side I won't tell about this. It doesn't matter what you do in your life, making mistakes,
Yep.
doing something wrong. That is normal. Nobody perfect for God. We're living in Lucifer world right now. That's our earth, but Lucifer taken our place through Adam and Eve in the beginning of life. And God knows that. But He is teaching us. He say, I am put in your mind my words and teach you how you have to live and write in your heart my words. So you can feel me, what I need to do for you. And He's make you go through difficulties, to sacrifice, through pain, through disappointed, right? And this is not your fault, honey. This is
No,
God.
it's not my fault. And
This
that's the only way.
This
I'll do
world
it.
like living, like a lot of people living like this.
But you gotta look for it. You gotta look for the answers. And it's not God's fault doing it. God's just
No, you're just making not right choices.
God's giving us a choice.
Yeah, we sometimes making not right choices. We follow our feelings. What we want feel. We want feel good. We want living good. nice houses, nice apartments,
Fantasy.
have a new fantasy.
Pleasure system fantasy.
Yes, everything. Drink a lot, or smoke, or heroin, or cocaine, or we go to through that around us world, or play games on PlayStation, or teenagers right now, the COVID, right? It's horrible to watch it. Teenagers learning in the houses. One hand they play and doing homeworks. It's heartbreaking. They not in school. How we can accuse future for that kids? They be followed same thoughts like we go through, right?
Yep.
They be listen world. They be want nice fashion house. My boy already want nice car, nice house, nice everything. But he don't know how he have to hard work for this. We have to make the right choices, but they still younger. God be teaching us through difficult situation.
The golden rule.
Golden rule.
You can't impose it enough on children. And it's simple. Treat others as you want to be treated. You know? God's not complicated.
No.
He's not complicated. And he's so hard to get close to when you're not trying.
You know, and that's when we start talking deeply. I told him, it's so hard to tell I love you, but it's so funny when we start, we're like teenagers, old teenagers, couple, just talking and talking and talking, and we're laughing and talking like teenagers. We have like kind of sparkle inside of us, but we're old people, you know?
Oh, you're old. I'm not old.
Oh, you're not old, yes.
I'm a
And
professor.
I told him, and I think in a Wednesday, right, morning, I love you, when we talk FaceTime. We talk every day FaceTime. And I say, I love you. I thinking with teenagers, and I looking when it's teenagers, my son and with girls, or I love you too, I love you, I love you too. You know, I say, how simple it is. Why I can say I love you? Because I like him, I love you. I want to express my heart. Not because I wanted something, pleasures, or he don't have nothing, and I just want to accept each other and move on and have beautiful life together, create a new family, and build it up from ground to raise up, right?
Through God.
Through God, through faith of God and love. Only. And he's not saying things. This is what I'm asking to God.
It's the only way I can trust.
Right. And he said, I love you too. Remember?
And I moved in Friday.
Yeah, and his moved in Friday. We decided, okay, I don't want driving 2 hours. I'm working. I have teenager boy. He's
I quit my job. Moved.
yeah. He's talked to that lady in Ann Arbor, your
Parole officer.
and can you transfer to Kalamazoo?
Get transferred.
She's transferred. And Friday, payroll in Kalamazoo, beautiful young lady come in my apartment, and we have very beautiful conversation. She said, I give you approve it, 100%. And I know it would go through good. She's feel that way. She's like so happy see that everything. And I'm asking her.
More like her grandparents.
Right, and I asking her, do I have to call, how that works, everything, because it's new for me, that old law, you know, and everything. Say, don't worry about it. When you need me, this is what my card. You text me, and I call you. I don't want to check you out all the time. No, just living right. I believe you. I trust you, and I think you can do it. Just post at me everything, and that's it.
So now, all I gotta do is text her. I'm following Tatiana. I don't know where she's going, or how fast she's going, or where we're gonna end up, but I'm following her. And she sends back an LOL. But she can watch, I give her my directions and share my location with her. But she's got me on GPS anyway. But if that goes off, then she's gotta do work. She don't want to do work, so I just have to tell her what I'm doing ahead of time, and everything's peachy.
And actually, I told her we go on YouTube to tell our story through stories.
Yeah, she
and
wants it.
and she's on our YouTube. She's posted on other guys who is in jail and don't have no hope. We want to tell, don't give up on your
There's
life.
hope. I was sitting in a
Always have hope. Always God answer you. Trust God. He's listening him. He's listening me.
And you'll know when it's real.
Yeah, God is real and He's answer us. We have to keep and go and believe that God is real and love of God is power and universe. Right?
This woman forgive me for what I did.
You know, I don't have to forgive you. You're already forgiven from God. I don't have to forgive you for nothing.
No, you looked at the good side right off the bat.
I look at the good side like a Christian woman.
Yes, you look at what happened. And
no, this is already past. That's already history. This is why I want you to be on YouTube with me to tell your story.
Yeah.
And stay tuned. We just started.
Yeah, there's a lot more.
He's have
I'll tell
his story.
I'll tell
How he's grown, what his life is, and you be decided we're good couple or what. And we be continue doing. We have our families. I have to meet his family. We already today posted cards, and his sister and his brother, and
everybody.
My friends, and I posted on Facebook. Facebook, thank you to you making the date site, and I meet my future husband. He is one married me soon. Stay tuned. We go in serious way because we want to God bless you. We don't want to play games anymore, and that's very important. I want He's married me to God, right?
Amen.
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 And stay tuned. We see you soon.
Happy holidays.
We're probably making one more video before Christmas, right? Yeah.
Well, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, let's do this.
I like it.
Stay tuned.